Quote from the book on master data management. Using the application of standardized logic, this method combines the classification of all material and supplier master data with a continuous link-up of master data to the ordering system and unambiguous purchase orders. One of my most favorite ways of delivering value to clients is applying the Pareto approach. I've published several videos on this, and in a nutshell, it is about bypassing categories and going directly to suppliers. But one of the prerequisites of doing this is understanding what level of business you are doing with a supplier. If you are a car maker, this can become difficult very quickly. Doing business with Northvolt or CATL should be pretty straightforward. This will be batteries and batteries only. But think about a portfolio supplier like Magna. Magna makes just about every component that goes into a car, and yes, also makes complete cars. And they do this from a multitude of divisions and legal entities all over the world. Tying all of this together is a challenge. And then, of course, we are not just talking about procurement. There are many different corporate functions working with a supplier. And for good decision making, you would like to link quality data from manufacturing and innovation scoring from engineering and financial KPIs from finance. And all of this falls under the topic of master data management, and this is what we will cover in this video. Let's get started. Even within a relatively static company, master data management is challenging. But let's assume that you work for such a static company that has not changed its setup over the past decade, and you get master data in order there. An acquisition or a merger may set you back to square one. So in a realistic scenario, most companies will have some data standards in place by business unit. But these will be incomplete and not followed consistently across the company. And the moving target will be functionally rich procurement systems that are highly integrated with finance, engineering, manufacturing and supply chain. And ideally, you will want to have a clearly defined system of record for each data element, with documented processes in place to ensure the quality of data across the extended enterprise. As in many other fields, there are digital solutions which are disrupting and evolving the procurement side of master data management. On the screen you see a couple of popular ones, but there are many more, of course. And of course there are solution providers who promise a shortcut. The idea here is to connect all kinds of structured and unstructured data from the various legacy systems in a company via a cloud platform. The result is typically called a data lake. The providers offer artificial intelligence solutions that make sense of that data lake. And these in turn feed platforms for topics like source to pay and supply chain management. But regardless of the solution provider you pick, I think you will always have to look after the basics of master data management yourself. Here are a couple of themes that we see in client work. You will have to define design elements. Which data standards will you adopt? How will you manage data syntax? Will you go for a distributed or a centralized registry? Which are the key data objects and the associated sources? Then you will have to think about enablers. Which are the key governance building blocks? Which organizational roles will be required? How will you select the solution providers we discussed before? And if we look at some of the world's most successful companies, we see a strong top management push for master data management that is supported by organization-wide communication. In these companies, master data management is a high-profile activity that extensively involves business teams. So there you have it, C3 master data management, a purchasing chessboard method with a moving target that is key in today's connected world. Okay, I'm curious, to what extent is master data management helping or hindering your endeavors? Let all of us know in the comments down below, and should you have a question, I will get back to you within 24 hours. Thank you for watching, and I see you in the next one. Bye!